Moving on, the conflict in Ethiopia is exploding now into the makings of a civil war, with tens of thousands of civilians being displaced or worse. But complicating things further is the question of Israel's involvement in the crisis, as upwards of 14,000 Ethiopian Jews are still stranded in the African nation, waiting for their turn to rejoin their families in the Holy Land. In a complex rescue mission earlier this month, 9 Israeli nationals were rescued from Ethiopia, following the eruption of a surprise conflict around them. But now, with the conflict continuing, the question is, what about the Ethiopian Jews waiting to become Israelis, many of whom have been stuck in Ethiopia for decades and who are now also caught in the crossfire? In fact, most of the 14,000 Beta Israel, or Ethiopian Jewish community still in Ethiopia, is right in the hot seat, largely residing in the Gondar and Amhara region where the war is spreading. And the first Beta Israel victim has already been named as 36-year-old Girmwe Gete, who had been waiting to move to Israel with his family for 24 years, his grandmother already living in Israel's Kiryat Gat. While meanwhile, as activists wait for Israel's response, the catastrophic turn of events is shifting from bad to worse, with all the early markings of a full-blown civil war, leading Ethiopia's prime minister to give the Tigray rebel militia 72 hours to surrender or else. A state-run human rights commission reporting at least 600 civilians massacred by the rebel forces and counting, many targeted solely for being identified as ethnic Amharas or Wolkate, Amhara and Wolkate being different nearby regions of the country. And that's on top, of course, of the over 41,000 refugees now fleeing to nearby Sudan and elsewhere.
We never expected to be a refugee. We never expected to see those shelters. We never expected. Everyone never expected for these things, because we were in a very safe condition. We were in our developing. Everyone trying to have family. Everyone works. Everyone studies. Some of them work is help family. We never expected to be a refugee. We never expected. I can tell you for sure, 100%.